Sophia stood before the assembly and tried not to feel overwhelmed by the splendor of it all, or by everything that was due to happen today. Around her, nobles stood in the kind of finery that had kept Ashton's tailors and dressmakers busy for weeks, while soldiers stood in their finest dress uniforms. It wasn't just the nobility, of course. The assembly of nobles was an assembly of everybody now, with common folk on its benches, dressed in whatever they'd been able to find for the occasion. "I feel underdressed," Sophia said to Kate, who gave Sophia her arm to lean on. Her dress of simple white seemed almost plain beside the gold and the jewels, the silks and the brocade, and even after adjustments by the city's dressmakers, it still strained to cover the swell of her pregnancy. Beside her, Cien, her forest cat, pushed against her with a gentle purr. "It's your wedding day," Kate said. "You are by definition the most beautiful woman in the room." "Our wedding day," Sophia pointed out, although someone watching wouldn't have known it from looking at her sister. Kate was in military uniform, and Sophia doubted that anyone had dared to suggest a wedding dress. "There's just the small matter of your coronation to take care of first," Kate said with a smile. Sophia took a careful breath, feeling the child within her move as she did. That made her smile. All these weeks, and it was still hard to believe that she would be a mother soon. "Ready?" Kate asked. Sophia nodded. "I'm ready." Kate led her outside, and the cheers of the waiting crowds hit Sophia in a wall of sound. There were so many people there. Sophia could hear them and feel the presence of their thoughts around her. She could feel a mental message of joy from those with gifts like hers seeping through the rest of it, though there were few enough of those. "I wish Cora and Emmeline could be here," Sophia said. "They'll be back once they persuade Stoneholm's leaders to come out of hiding again," Kate assured her. Sophia had half expected them to stay after the battle with one of their own on the throne. "I thought they would stay," Sophia said to her sister. Kate shrugged. "They're used to hiding, and most of them have lives in Stoneholm. Cora and Emmeline will get them back. Now come on, your carriage is waiting." It was, and the idea that she would be processing to her wedding in a gilded carriage was almost enough to make Sophia laugh. If anyone had told her that this would be her wedding when she was growing up, she wouldn't have believed them. Still, the carriage was necessary. Sophia wasn't sure that she would be able to make the journey down to the city's main square on foot at the moment without arriving exhausted. So she and Kate mounted their carriage, 4 white horses drawing it at a stately trot, while all the members of the assembly followed behind, cheering their support. "If only they could be that united when they're debating," Sophia said to Kate. "You've managed to get plenty done," Kate sent back. "You must be doing something right." Sophia wasn't sure how much she'd achieved so far, though. Oh, she'd made her declarations at the end of the battle for Ashton, and she hoped that she'd made life better for people. But life in the kingdom was complex. It seemed that for every proposal she made, there were a dozen objections, suggestions, recommendations. Take the rebuilding of Ashton after the battle. If she looked out from her carriage, Sophia could see buildings in the midst of reconstruction. Soldiers turned to laborers as they worked on the city. Yet every day seemed to bring a fresh debate on whether this or that building was more appropriate, on who owned the land, or who should do the work now that indentured labor was no longer an option. "That's one thing I have achieved," Sophia sent as they passed a group of men who wore their marks of ownership on bare calves, no one bothering them or trying to command them now that they were free. "If I don't do anything else, that will be enough." "I think you'll do plenty more," Kate assured her. Around them, the crowds continued to cheer. Music played here and there as street performers joined in the celebrations. Lord Cranston and his men marched in, joining the procession in perfect step as they headed toward the square. Someone threw something and Kate caught it, looking wary, but it was only a flower. Sophia laughed and tucked it into the short locks of her sister's hair as best she could. "I'm going to do something to make you look like a bride,"